The other ones don't really need it so much. We seem to be getting along fairly well with the hunting rifle, but the warriors have so much health. It's ridiculous. They may or may not be additional enemies from the DLCs. I'm not sure. I don't remember if they're original enemies or not. They may be that too. They might just be tough. I don't know. It may just be due to our level. We're level 5 now, almost, or getting to level 6. That may be, I don't really know. I'm just rambling, I guess, but God, they have so much health, especially compared to the other two. Soldiers are kind of annoying. I mean, workers are just easy to kill, but warriors take so much damage, it's not even funny. I mean, we've seen that one take 3 grenades or something. Of course, again, I haven't been focusing on the weapon skills, so we suck at weapons as well as they're just taking a lot of damage. Right, anyways, enough of my talking. Dr. Lesko should be in here. Let's save. There you are.
You startled me. You really mustn't creep up on people like that.
Yes, yes. Sorry, I didn't expect to bump into anyone alive down here.
That is precisely why this is the ideal place for my work. Do you realize you're trampling about in a delicately balanced and highly sensitive experimentation area?
Experiments? What do you mean?
My experiments are of a complex nature and would take a scientist to explain. Oh wait, I'm a scientist. How marvelous. My foray into reducing the girth of these insectoid creatures is of utmost importance. I intend to generationally reduce their immense stature by way of a pre-birth induced mutagen. Isn't that clever?
Intelligence! Oh, I see. You're trying to make them smaller over time by injecting the eggs. I am a smart man.
My word, you understand perfectly. How marvelous!
So what's gone wrong?
Well, I'm afraid I've made slight miscalculations in the mutagen.
I would think
Instead
so.
of lowering their size, the brood hatched with a new biomechanism. I call their genetic aberration pyrosis, the ability to emit flame from their bodies. I may be able to correct this error, but I can't get near my equipment.
I'm shocked you didn't attempt this in a controlled environment first. I'm so smart.
Your knowledge of experimental procedure surprises me. Indeed, I have skipped a step and directly modified an entire brood. Perhaps I was too hasty. I was so certain it would work. To correct this mistake, I'll need to get to my terminal to modify the mutagen.
What can I do to help?
Since you've offered, allow me to elaborate. My portable terminal is set up in the hatchery chamber near the Ant Queen. If I can reach it, I can continue to work on improving the mutagen.
If the queen's your concern, why not deal with it directly?
If she were harmed in any way, months of data would be lost. Your objective would be to eliminate what I call her quintet of nest guardians. Filthy little abominations.
That means there'll be 5 of them. Just how will all this undo the mayhem you've caused?
I've rigged the equipment at my portable terminal to emit what I call an inhibitor pulse. Once I send this pulse, all of the remaining ants will lose their empathic link with the queen and frenzy, destroying each other in the process. So, that's all there is to it. What do you say?
This is a hefty task, Doc. I'm going to need serious incentive. You should pick this because you'll get a bonus item, and it's a really handy bonus item. Pick this line when you get to it. Seriously, do it.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Science must learn to acquiesce to your standards in order to advance itself. I was merely going to offer up one of my mutagenic bioenhancers, but I suppose I could up the ante. I will also award you with my old lab coat. It served me well over the years, and you may find it useful for your own experiments.
The lab coat will give a bonus to science of +10 versus the vault lab coat, which only gives +5. That's why you want to pick that line, otherwise he won't give it to you. If it'll stop the ants from burning down Greyditch, I'm in. Not that there's much left of Greyditch anyway.
You will? How marvelous! Be careful, my friend. The Nest Guardians can be quite tenacious.
Yeah, my work is done. I haven't even done anything. Haha. What else can you tell me about these fire ants?
Well, the mutagen has enhanced their fortitude and provided them with what I call pyrosis, the ability to emit flame biologically.
Really?
They're quite radiation-free, however. Well, as radiation-free as any other mutated creature in the wasteland.
Entomologist. I've never had this line. Ants exhibit class system behavior, so I'll try and kill the queen fast. Not really, but we'll go with it anyway.
Must I again remind you that the queen is to remain completely unharmed? If she's hurt or killed, there's no telling how long it would take me to find a suitable new subject. Just let me issue the inhibitor pulse and it will have a similar effect.
Fine, we'll do it your way. How did you go from changing their size to breathing fire?
Playing with genetic codes isn't simple. Do you realize one tiny tweak at any point in the last million years could have completely changed us? Going from attempting to change their size to generating their pyrosis ability is no surprise at all.
Will anything special hurt the ants?
I'm afraid they are not susceptible to anything I can think of that wouldn't harm the garden variety giant ant. Just aim for their antennae if you can. It will confuse them quite a bit.
How the heck can an ant breathe fire?
The stimulation of the subject's evolutionary trigger by the mutagen caused a biodefensive reaction metamorphosing the ant's venom glands. This process caused unexpected oscillations in the venom molecules at such a vast rate it produces a thermodynamic biochemical reaction. As the subject ejects the volatile solution, it becomes conflagrant due to new structures in its maw. I call it calefaction array. Amazing, isn't it?
Yes, all that technobabble was just so fun to listen to.
Yes?
What do you know about Brian Wilkes?
Far too curious. His incessant questioning would often come when I was the most absorbed with my calculations. He had no regard for the importance of my work.
Can't you take responsibility for his father's death?
All scientists take responsibility for their failures because it comes with the territory. I will take this experimentation to completion without roosting on the moral high ground. If I allow emotions to enter the mix, all this time and energy spent will have been for nothing.
Don't you realize you've ruined his entire life?
You have your ideals and I have mine. I'm down here to complete my experiments at any cost. If that means the loss of a few lives to save generations of lives in the future, it's a small price to pay.
You should have at least told him you were alive. He thought he was alone.
I can't risk leaving this place. I have to continue monitoring the hatchery for any further mutations in the next brood. I have no time for children and their petty games. What do they know about the importance of my work?
Oh, you're such a nice guy. I like you
Yes.
already. Not really. About your experiments.
Oh my, yes, they're quite marvelous. There are many that say it can't be done, but I'll prove them wrong.
Science, something isn't right. You shouldn't have gotten results like this so quickly.
Well, I may have used a few, shortcuts, yes. I was told that the FEV works wonders when used under controlled circumstances. Apparently I was wrong, but I know my mistake. I'm certain I can get it to work.
Alrighty then. Whatever. What's the goal of your experiments?
By introducing my mutagen directly into an ant egg, I hope to reduce the size of the adults. This is a generational system, meaning it will take quite a few broods before the ants are at their destination size. In the end, I hope to make them as small as they were over 200 years ago.
How exactly can I destroy the mutagen?
Destroy? Oh, no, no, no! You mustn't do that. It's my life's work. Just clear me a path to my equipment and I'll do the rest when you tell me it's safe.
Fine, be that way, whatever.
Yes?
Time to go get to work. I have to go now.
Be ever vigilant. Those from the genus Solenopsis are not to be trifled with.
Yes, whatever.